Welcome back, everybody. We are playing the updated version of the mod, which has corrected Aston Martin's livery. The only problem is it's kind of screwed up everybody else's. Maybe I've installed the mod wrong. I don't know. I have updated the mod and I've replaced the resource assets file, but the Red Bulls are now yellow. The Mercedes are now white. So no idea what's happened, but I will start off. Obviously with the latest update of the mod, so we'll see what happens. That will mean probably a slight change in play styles. So we can only see what's going to happen. It's going to be tough. It's going to be difficult because we're playing slightly differently now. But I'm a little bit annoyed about the liveries of the car. That's the one thing. I wish I would have stayed with the old version for now. Carlos Sainz has still got a broken leg. He's got 4 weeks left. So let's just pump up the top speed. Let's give a little bit more downforce. Oh dear. Okay, let's go for a bit of harder suspension. Okay, let's go a bit there. Okay. Don't want to go mediums. That wants a little bit more understeer. We can give him that. That's no problem. There we go. That'll do. We're going to simulate the practice and the qualifying sessions as per normal, and then we'll obviously head on into the race. Spa is a tricky circuit. We do have a decent car. We think we can hit the podium most races. We can usually split the Red Bulls and the Mercedes, as Charles Leclerc is doing here. Callum Miller is in place instead of Carlos Sainz, which obviously isn't ideal. We would have liked to have had Carlos in there just to get us a little bit more points. I think that's critical there. And Leclerc, yeah, split the Red Bulls. Let's hope that we can really push things out in qualifying. So let's see, qualifying trim. We just didn't go for the super softs again. I just don't understand. We're just not getting it. Let's see. Oh, that's good handling. I got 90%. I'm going to leave that there then. Well done, mate. Ooh, that's quite poor. So, let's go for this. Okay, so excellent. Oh, that's just tiny, isn't it? So why have we got... So that was there. That's there. That's very poor. So we just need to go a little bit that way. Boost that up. Boost that up there. And the acceleration was quite poor. So I'm thinking we need more acceleration. Let's do that then. Oh, sorry, more top speed, not more acceleration. Okay, let's simulate the qualifying session. Let's see what happens. So I'm quite looking forward to progressing further in the season. Not looking forward to the liveries. I think that's sort of a comment that I'm going to make back in the workshop. Hopefully that's fixed. The developer has said that he'll look at... Oh, right, I picked Sainz. That doesn't help, does it? The man's only come back from a broken leg. No wonder why he's... yeah, my bad. I was not paying attention. Oops. A poor Sainz driving with a broken leg. That's got to hurt. Yeah, allegedly, someone said that Ferraris have been nerfed. But at the moment, it shouldn't really, because it depends on what level we're at. You can't change that, surely, because we're halfway through a save. Leclerc, though, in the top two. Don't see anything of that. I think the Mercedes have been nerfed. Carlos Sainz is out. He's injured. I really shouldn't have... I shouldn't have played. I should have played Callum Miller instead. But never mind. I've selected... It didn't even give me... Did it give me a choice? Did I just press continue? I guess if he's fit enough to drive, they won't give you a choice, because they didn't leave me the option to leave him at home. But actually what that does, it gives us a bit of a different tyre strategy there with Carlos Sainz. So Leclerc qualifying third, pretty good, spitting up the Mercedes of Valtteri Bottas and the Red Bull of Sergio Perez. it does give us an opportunity to do a slightly different strategy with Carlos Sainz. We might stick him on the mediums for the race and pick something completely different. So this is our opportunity to do so. It is a 18-lap race. I will look at... I'm going to change setup there, Sainz. Let's have a look at this. 20 to 22 laps. Well, we could just go mediums. I mean, it's an 18-lap race, so why would we... Yeah, all right. That'll do me. Sure. Okay. Yeah, Carlos goes soft. Do we go medium? No, we're right. Okay, so let's go that. Soft tyres, race trim. We're going to go soft tyres, race trim there for Charles. Driver strategy. We're going to attack, overtake in the first bit. Let's start the Belgian Grand Prix here at Spa-Francorchamps. So, Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton there knock up the front row. You've got Charles Leclerc in third. You've got Danny Ricciardo in fourth. He's going to be a bit of a pain for us if he gets in. Bottas and Perez lock up the third row of the grid. Alonso and Vettel. And then you've got Lando Norris and Pierre Gasly in the top 10. And Sainz is going to go for it. Come on, Sainz. We know you're injured. We know you got a broken leg. Or partly a broken leg, but you can do this. You can do this. Charles Leclerc gets off to a fantastic start. He's already pipped the Mercedes. Oh, someone's gone wide. We think that's Hamilton. Hamilton's gone wide. Well, Leclerc doesn't then need to go for a push. Here, he can stay there. Carlos Sainz is in 9th position. You can go push and high. I can't tell the car liveries anymore. I am totally out of sync. But Yuki Tsunoda is in 8th position. Lando Norris has dropped back slightly down the field in 9th place. We are sticking with Carlos Sainz. He's going to run to the end of the race. Here, Gasly's dropped back to 11th. Oh, look at that tail. Oh, Sainz has dropped. This is awful for us. Absolutely awful. Well, you know, there's no point pushing. Absolutely no point pushing here because he's just not going to get anywhere in that pack of the field. However, Charles Leclerc has the win in his sights today. He's got Max Verstappen in his sights. He's got Valtteri Bottas behind him. Ricciardo has stayed in 4th. Perez has jumped up to 5th position at the expense of Lewis Hamilton, who is in 19th position right at the back of the grid here. He's had an absolute torrid start going off. No idea what happened to him. Very bad start, and he went off. He is currently battling with 19th place man Kimi Raikkonen, and he just can't get past him. And he might just lose out to Giovinazzi. He's just overtaken them. So fair play to Lewis Hamilton. He's going to try and work his way back up the field. We've got 18 laps of this Grand Prix here with 17 laps left, including this one. Mick Schumacher is in 11th position, so the Haas have really jumped up. Schumacher's done a fantastic job. But Sainz really does need to get a move on here. The track is incredibly windy through the middle sector, and it's very, very difficult to get the just not be overtaken. I think is absolutely critical. But Carlos Sainz got a little bit of fuel left to burn here. The liveries are putting me off a little bit because you can usually tell what it is. Now I've got no idea. Perez has crashed. Sergio Perez has crashed, which puts Sainz into 10th position and reduces the number of points that Red Bull are going to get. Therefore, Charles does really need to try and do something with Max Verstappen. Bottas is hanging in, as he will and as he should. We're just going to speed things up just a little bit here, just to get a couple of laps under our belts. These are going too slow. So they have got a little mini Eau Rouge. And Bottas is gaining now on Charles Leclerc. So he's using the overtake mode. So according to their strategy, Bottas has got to pass Charles Leclerc. And of course with Hamilton where he is back in 11th, we've got to be careful. And Carlos Sainz will be facing up against Lewis Hamilton. This is the tricky bit really for Hamilton, where you've got people like Sainz, Vettel, Norris, Gasly and Yuki Tsunoda that he's going to have to pass. So he's coming up to the quicker cars and he's not going to find it as easy with the likes of passing people on the medium tyres, but he's right on the back of Carlos Sainz already. And it's the windy section that Carlos Sainz doesn't seem to like. Maybe he's sort of bashing his leg against the car, which is probably not great. I'm going to take him off that fuel now. We're going to take Charles off the field because we're a little bit low on fuel. I think Sainz will easily make it to the end. I don't know if we just stick Charles back on the super softs again, just because it's the quicker tyre, if it can last. I mean, 65%, 6-7 laps gone. I reckon we can get more than halfway and do that. But no, we've put the performance on the soft, so we'll do that. Bottas has really lost a lot of time somewhere. Sainz has lost position. He's got plus 19 fuel. How's he done that? So yeah, Lewis Hamilton is now back into the points, which is obviously great for him, but not great for us. But Carlos Sainz is going to the end, remember, so we don't really need to worry about Sainz. He's not gonna. We're not doing an elaborate pit strategy or anything like that. He will jump those on the soft tyres and he will go right the way to the end. The tyre wear is extremely low on this circuit. We're going to speed things up. Esteban Ocon is crashed and we have got a safety car. So we're going to back everything up. And I tell you what, this plays into our hands greatly. We're not going to pit Carlos Sainz. We may, however, pit Charles Leclerc. Now is the perfect time to do it. Is Max coming in? No. Well, he can't last to the end of the race. So maybe this is the way to do it when everyone's all... Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. Okay, soft. Here we go. Let's do this. Charles is in the pits. He's only lost out third place. He's only lost out third. That is fantastic. And they've got to back everybody up. So Charles is back in here in third place. Fourth place man Danny Ricciardo's also pitted, come back fifth. Loris has come in for a set of the super softs. So this is fantastic. This is really, by backing things up, this is perfect because it's allowed us to get a brand new set of tyres in. Verstappen and Bottas have not stopped. Carlos Sainz's tyres now will definitely remain to the end of the race. So are we seeing a potential race win here for Charles Leclerc? Because Alonso hasn't pitted either. Gasly, Vettel and Hamilton haven't pitted. This is the last lap. Oh, what's happened there? Okay, we can do this. We can definitely do this. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. How has Vettel got into first place? How is that? I can't go back. You're going to have to watch the video again. I have no idea how that's happened. Okay, well, we're not going to go yet. No. No. Right, now we're going to go. Let's do this. And we're away. I have no idea how Vettel has jumped absolutely everybody. Was he in the lead? No, he wasn't. It was Verstappen in the lead. Pass. Absolutely pass. But Charles Leclerc now really has to get a move on because he got Danny Ricciardo in fifth place. It's very, very dangerous in that McLaren. And we're absolutely gunning for it now. Because we have to be. There's 5 laps left of this Grand Prix. We can easily get there. We're putting some real heat into those tyres there from Carlos Sainz. Which is great. And he's now in 8th position. Charles Leclerc has got to get past these guys. Carlos Sainz has... I think they can get away there. I think you possibly could get away without stopping on the super soft tyres. Carlos Sainz has lost position out here to Yuki Tsunoda. He's got to keep pushing. Come on, Carlos. Now he's under pressure from Lando Norris on the super softs. Carlos Sainz got him back into 8th position, which is absolutely fantastic news. We're going to go, so put us back on to push again. Leclerc can stay on there, but we've lost out on a podium here, which is really annoying. I have no idea how Vettel did that. I'll have to watch the video again and maybe someone can put a comment in to tell me how he's done it. Don't know how he's got up to first position. I thought it was Vettel, Bottas and Leclerc, unless Leclerc's made a mistake, or we've all made a mistake. We just can't get past. We cannot get past. We've got 2 really, really quick drivers. here. And Verstappen's gone through. Verstappen's gone through. We need to make a move on Bottas here very, very quickly. I'm going to leave Leclerc on overtake and aggressive. We've got 3 laps left of this Grand Prix. He can eke absolutely everything he wants out of those tyres that he possibly can. Sainz is still pushing and on overtake. 7th position. Somebody's pitted. Bottas has pitted now. So Verstappen may need to make a stop here, which could propel us into net P1 if we can overtake the Aston Martin of Sebastian Vettel. Can he do it? Come on, Charles. You've got absolutely everything at your disposal. Danny Ricciardo's in 4th. We've got to overtake him. This is the part of the racetrack where we just absolutely lose all time. Come on, Charles. No, he can't do it. He can't do it. Verstappen's going to try and eke it out. Come on, Charles. He's in 2nd position. He's in 2nd position. Charles Leclerc is in 2nd position. We are going for absolutely everything here. Carlos Sainz is now in 6th place. He's overtaken Lewis Hamilton. And he's also overtaken 5th place Valtteri Bottas. Bottas is really slipping. Their tyres have gone off the cliff. Charles Leclerc, he's catching Max Verstappen. He's having to conserve his tyres. That's why. So let's see if we're not going to be able to get him. If he had one more lap, quite possibly so. If he had one more lap, Charles Leclerc would have taken Max Verstappen. We think Valtteri Bottas just made a mistake. Hamilton made a mistake right at the start. Valtteri Bottas then made a mistake. That was a fantastic result. 2nd and 5th in an amazing and totally epic Spa race. As always is with Spa. Always is. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable Grand Prix that we have seen. Chaos, people going off, crazy strategy. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Max Verstappen on the podium takes top spot. Charles Leclerc in 2nd and Sebastian Vettel with some good points for Aston Martin. Charles Leclerc not too far behind 2nd place now, Max Verstappen. So you can see there, we'll have a look at Charles Leclerc's history. He's just podium after podium after podium. We're not too far away now from Red Bull. We're miles ahead of McLaren. So we've really solidified that 3rd place in the Constructors' Championship. We still have a long way to go, so we haven't sort of solidified, we've cemented it for now. But as we all know in Formula 1, Constructors' places in the middle of the season are quicksand unless you're always working on things, whether it be on your car, on your strategy. Things can go horribly wrong. It could have gone horribly wrong today. So we'll see with that. But yeah, 2.1 million coming into the bank, which is actually pretty good for us. We're going to have a look at our mail first. Let's see what's there. Yes, we will do an interview with Channel 4 before we take you through the history of Charles Leclerc and we call it quits. Let's see. I'm not going to say no to signing Max Verstappen, am I? We'll have a look at the pit crew. Yeah, we've lost a lot of the pit crew. I really need to renew some contracts. He's decent. So he's 19 on tyres, so I would just put him on tyres. And this chap here, no, I'm sure we'll get some more. But yeah, so all in all, I need to swap him out. Wow, 19, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. I can use him instead. This chap here needs to get replaced. They're all good. So let's have a look at the car. So we've got the brakes coming in 4 days. Brakes coming in 4 days. We're pretty good on everything else at the moment. We've got the engine. We're going to do the engine last. Make a great engine with a lot of risk. Brakes, front wing, we're looking pretty decent. Gearbox, we're looking okay. We're going to make another gearbox, I reckon. We're going to make another rear wing, and we'll start on the suspensions a little bit later. I don't really need to improve anything at the moment, just simply because the guys are working on it. The drivers, that's right, we're going to show you Charles Leclerc, so you can see here, race 6th, 5th, 11th in Shanghai, 5th, and then from then on, look at that, Barcelona 2nd, 3rd, 1st in Paul Ricard, 3rd Rebelling, 2nd, 4th in Hungaroring, 2nd. You know, he's doing really, really well. Amazing driver. You know, his form at the moment is just podium, 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 and that's exactly what we want. So really, really looking forward to that. I want to actually get to the stage where I can actually... Oh, let's see if we can improve any parts. Okay, well, let's just improve one. I mean, we can't use that rear wing anyway. I just want to keep them occupied. Okay, so the designing of the brakes have been finished. Now, there's no risk on the brakes, I believe. Nope. Let's improve those. That'll be 1 day before the race. That'll hit 1293, which is absolutely brilliant. And I think what we're going to do here, we can actually fit those to a car. So let's fit the parts. Let's give... so the brakes. So in regards to Sainz, he will get that. And then Charles will get the brand new brakes. We've got tyre wear efficiency has been improved on the brakes, which is just brilliant. You can have a look here. We've dropped behind McLaren on the engine. They've improved the engine there because they've obviously got a Mercedes engine, so there's got quite a bit of improvability, so we're not as quick. Acceleration, we're third. Deacceleration, we're first. First on the low speed corners, first in the medium speed corners, and fourth in the high speed corners. So we can tell here for the engine, that'll be right to the end, but we will just go for the riskiest things. We've got top speed plus 10, top speed plus 25. That's what you do. And then I reckon you just do that one there. That will take quite a lot of time, but we'll be at 1290, which is a pretty good show, I think, for the engine, considering that's sort of the baseline there. In terms of the gearbox, we can go... What are we at? Are we at great at the moment for the gearbox? No, we're at good. So I can design another gearbox and go great. So you got weight stripping, acceleration, acceleration. We can just go straight for an epic, but it doesn't really give us a lot. I mean, it adds random legendary component, which could be acceleration, acceleration, reliability. And actually, that doesn't give us anything extra. So 11 days after the race, that's actually fine. That is a lot. But it does take 18 days. So with the front wing as well, let's see here. This is the point of the part where you've got to get everything right. See, the front wing's at good. So now that we're at good, the great one is to really just improve and really get everything risky in there. So rear wing, we're already here. We would just use the risk level, and the risk level. That's what we would do. But I think we're going to start improving. I don't think we need to actually improve the suspension. We're first. So we would just hit this one up here, 6 days after race. That's what we would do. So there's a lot of different parts to build that we can build. For the engine, now we need to go for that third level, but this will just be pure risk. So engine will be pure risk. Gearbox will be just absolutely everything that we can maximize. Brakes, again, just maximizing everything that we possibly can. Do the risk level. We don't need another tyre wear. We just go for absolute risk level. So that's what we would do. 1324. Front wing, again, we would just go full on risk level. Rear wing, again, we would just go full on risk level. Suspension, I'm not too sure that we would build anything right now, considering where we are at. So I think we should start from well, I think we should just go this way. The suspension takes 13 days. Let's look at our calendar, shall we? Oh, we've got plenty of time. Okay, absolutely plenty of time. Let's make the decision. Let's design the new part. So the rear wing is going to be complete. We have no more rear wings to make. That is going to be our rear wing for the next year. There we go. So rear wing is done. And we'll just work ourselves left to right. But that was an absolute fantastic race. Absolute drama at Spa. I will report the livery issue. Maybe it's something that I've done wrong to install it. But we will catch you next time for the next race in Zandvoort.